This is not good. You just clamp off and trim the boat in. There we go. Yep, bring her in the boat. It'll drop nothing.
What happened?
You just gotta trim his hose back and reattach it.
The last episode we were at Bayshore Park, and since then we finished up the racing season and went through a really long winter, and then we didn't really do all that many boat projects, which was super awesome. So I feel like now that we've had the boat for a few years, the projects are getting smaller. So it's more about like fixing things that we broke the previous year. We did like a little experiment on the backside of Longtail where we anchored, but it was really cold. I think it was like 53 degrees.
And windy.
And windy. It was like gusting 25. It was probably not the smartest thing, but we did have a ton of fun, and I would go back there. It was really pretty. And it's only about like an hour sail there from Windjammers, so it would be like a perfect sail to go after work on a Friday if you just wanted to get out there. And then we started our race season. We did our first race, and I think we crossed third, but we probably finished last. We owe everybody time on our fleet, and we had a really crappy start. So now we're on our first cruise, and it's Riley's Bay Cruise, and we are going to go just north of Wave Point where we go all the time, and it's so exciting. We have 6 boats with us today. 5 are leaving Windjammers, and 1 is going to be leaving Wave Point, meeting us there.
So we're sitting here kind of playing music and kind of had a funny idea. The whole cruising boats here on 72 on the radio. So we're going to see if we can cue up Glorious Day, and we're going to rickroll them. Glorious day, glorious day, glorious day. Is this slow ride? Michelle's conquering something up, maybe, I don't know.
People are putting their sails up.
Yeah, but I'd rather have the view. I mean, there's no wind.
Very, very true. That is a pretty view. It's a southwest wind, but there's not really, it's blowing maybe 2 knots or something. It's really kind of a bummer because I wanted to fly the Spinnaker today. So hopefully once we get into the middle of the bay, the wind will pick up and we can maybe fly the Spinnaker for a few hours. And it's a really pretty one, so I kind of want you guys to see it.
Riley's Bay. So now we get to enjoy the weather.
Yeah, it's raining. We finally made it.
It's a never dull moment.
We tried to fly our spinnaker on the way here. It sort of worked, but I think we need more practice.
We don't know what we're doing with a spinnaker yet. We've got a symmetrical spinnaker without a pole. So
really
we're trying to
pretty.
figure that out, but it's fun to try. Now,
You think I should take my shoes off?
no, it's dry. I tipped it over.
No, on the steps.
I don't know. Okay, careful. You gotta step in the boat, okay? There you go. Just come on back toward me then.
Accumulating.
You dump it out if you want.
That was.
Picked the wrong size. Now, can I wait for him to find the end, or do I gotta roll? You can wait. You can wait. I had water though.
See, that's
Don't.
okay. Watch your drinks.
I'll give you that drink. Surprise.
End of August.
How was your meal?
It was great. Yeah, unbelievable. Oh, look at that sky. Oh my goodness, come over here. Yeah, you gotta get over here and look at this. Oh, God. Well, last night was a very interesting night with our anchorage over in Riley's Bay. It's mostly rocks and gravel down there, and we have a Danforth anchor. Didn't hold. We came back from the restaurant, we got to the boat, and we realized the keel was actually hitting the bottom of the lake on rocks. So we tried to re-anchor twice. We never get the anchor to hold, and we had a lot of wind and a lot of waves like we have right now, but it was nighttime. So we actually went over to Waypoint Marina and anchored out in front of their facility in Little Sturgeon. So we stayed there for the night. It was kind of rocky and rolly, but our anchor held wonderful. It's all sandy, mucky stuff, clay. This morning we got up, we had a great breakfast on Glorious Day. They basically gave breakfast to everybody in the crew, made to order. So now we're heading home. We've got some really big rollers out here. The wind isn't terribly strong, but it's definitely blowing. So we're gonna get around the point. We'll see how well this all works out. We should have kind of a
Whoa, hold on, this
Yeah.
is big.
kind of a run going once we get everything all set up here. So we should definitely rock it and roll it.
Whoa, that was a big one.
Gorgeous day, isn't it?
What a difference a day makes.
Sun's out now. The wind is steady and predictable. You got wing on wing, and it's just a really, I mean, when you're quiet, you just listen to the sounds of this water against the boat and the dinghy and the wind and the sails. It's just so peaceful and relaxing. Kind of getting a zen moment almost, just sitting here, and it's just like, yeah.
We're going up and down over the waves.
Yep, you got a nice rocking going and feel the swells back and forth. and it sneaks up on you awful quick. You gotta really watch that. But all of a sudden, yeah, they got a boat out there now. It's must have hit bottom, and then they couldn't get off. The wind, unfortunately, pushed them up against the shore. So, looks like they're calling the Coast Guard to help them get off. Let's see what happens.
We get stuck on it every year.
We do. Looks like he made it off the sandbar. No
Yep.
assistance needed.
Sweet. You can even see there's white caps over it.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's a favorite hangout for our local pelicans. First cruise 2022.